Hello, hello. All right, so the lines are getting connected right now. I'm gonna pull up my 10 things to expect when building your USANA business, and y'all are gonna hear an awesome story today from a 21-year-old gold director, Andrew Santiago. Let me pull this up here. 1 second, guys.
I'm going to try Facebook one more time to
Okay.
see what we can do.
Okay, got it. Hello to Amy, Alex, Anissa, Rihanna, Eris, Crystal, Emmy, Faith, Gliza, hi Gliza, James, Joan, Justin twice, MDC, Wealthy Peg, Laura, Robin, Lori, Marion, Martha, MJ, Nadine, Sandy, Shauna, Zeal, and Hannah. Excited that y'all are here. All right. Andrew, are you able to turn on your webcam? There he is. Looking good, sir. Love the mic.
You too, Jay.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you got the guitar back there? Oh, snap. Love it. Love it. Love it.
You might have to teach me.
Oh, snap. No, bro. You teach me, man. I want to see what you got going. So I'm gonna do 10 things to expect when building your business, and then I'll bring you on. I just want to verify you're from Leduc, Canada.
Yeah, Leduc. Yeah,
Leduc. I said it so wrong. Leduc, Canada. Okay, which is close to Calgary. Right?
Like 2 hours away. I'm closer to like Edmonton and
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Yes. Okay, Leduc. Okay, and you're 21, right?
That's correct.
Okay, game on. All right, I'm ready to go, Dad.
Okay, yeah, no Facebook
Okay.
this time. So got the live transcript going, and we'll be going in ready in 5, 4, 3.
Recording in
Hello
progress.
and welcome to your Wednesday advanced training call. My name is Jared Krebs. I'm here in San Antonio, Texas. And before we bring on our special guest for today, I want to remind you of 10 things to expect when building your USANA business. Number one, there will be ups and downs, just like anything. Number two, success or failure is up to you. If you succeed, it's because of you. If you fail, it's because of you, not because of any outside reason. Number three, the goal is for you to become independent and learn all of the skills and be able to do them without your mentor, and you be a mentor to people. Okay, so that's number three. Number four, make your plan on the weekends, do it, review it, and make adjustments. Plan, do, review, and adjust. Number five is you are only limited by your imagination and giving yourself permission to work hard. That is the only limitations that you have, is imagination and permission. So work on those two things. Give yourself that permission and imagine and put your mind there. Number six, it takes consistent work and hustle. You've got to treat this like a job, week in and week out, even if it's part-time. You've got to be consistent. Number seven, you're going to have to grow and get outside of your comfort zone. Number eight, mental toughness is necessary. Number nine, the grass is not greener in other companies. The grass is greener where you water it. And number 10, this is a long-term game. USANA is 29 years strong with over 2.5 billion paid out to its associates. It's given me and my wife a full-time income for over a decade, as well as thousands of people around the world, because USANA works if you work. And bonus tip, amateurs sell products, but professionals sell the vision. Make sure that you're getting your new associates on these Wednesday calls. Make sure that they're hearing stories from other successful associates. And few are doing it as well as gold director Andrew Santiago out of Leduc, Canada, which is right by Edmonton in Alberta. Andrew, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, hello everyone, and I'm excited to be here. And thank you, Jared, for inviting me here to share my story with you guys as well.
Oh, heck yeah. We're so excited, man. We're so excited to hear. You know, we want to know, like, I guess, first of all, how long have you been in USANA? What your life was like before you found USANA? Didn't Jericho like buy a timeshare from you or something?
That's probably not me.
Oh, not you. Oh, sorry, different story. Okay.
I think it's a
So
different
never mind about that. But I want to know like how you got into USANA, like who introduced you, like what were some of the things, and then like what's your life like today thanks to your successful business. And I see your guitar back there. I see your awards. I see your gold director gem thing back there. So, dude, it's so cool, man. So we want to hear your story. So take it away.
Yeah. First of all, hello everyone. And usually, I know you guys heard a lot of stories before. I know Justin, some of our gold directors from our team has already shared their story with you guys. And every time I talk and every time I share my story, my goal is just to inspire that one person in the room, even just one person. It doesn't have to be everyone's. They say that in order for you to create a fire, you just need a spark. And if that one person can create that spark, someone here can relate to my story, because I'm sure not everyone can relate to my story. I'm a college dropout. I used to be a software engineer. I used to deliver pizzas. Right before I did USANA, I was working in a weed factory. So I don't know if that's legal in where you guys are. But it is in Canada. So my job was to take off the leaves of the plant of the weed. So
wow, interesting.
That was my job. Yeah, it's a very interesting job. It paid the best in my area, so I had no choice. So basically, I just followed where the money is. Delivered pizza at the same time, so I was doing two jobs. I worked 15 hours a day. Sometimes when I started my USANA business. So, but my entrepreneurship journey basically began, I think, around early 2019. Is when I decided to drop out of software engineering. So I think there's always that one point in your life that you just go, I need to do something else. I need to change. I need to, do something different because I don't like where I am. And that's where it hit me. My budget was, I had no job. I was in university. I was in a dorm, which was like $700 per month, student loans and everything. And I was like, how long can I do this? So it was my first year and I had 3 more years to go. And I said, I don't think I can be this broke for this long anymore. So I decided to drop out and start my entrepreneurship journey, but not USANA. Actually, I wanted to start an Amazon business. So it's an FBA business. So I've already like looked into a lot of business opportunities out there because ever since I was like 13 or something or a child, I was already into business. So I knew I wanted to do business. And I was looking for opportunities. And you know what, guys, there's a lot of people in the world that are just waiting for you to share it to them. And because that's me. Like I was just waiting for an opportunity to just grab and just get to work. And the USANA was actually introduced by, she wasn't even my friend. We weren't even close. She was the cool kid in our high school, and I was the kid that sat in the corner, ate alone. I was that shy Asian kid in the corner. So I was really surprised when she messaged me. I was like, who is this? Does she know me? She was like the girl that, that held all the parties, that was friends with everyone. And I'm like, why is she messaging me? So she wanted to practice the presentation on me. She didn't even see that I was a potential candidate to be a builder for her business. Like she just wanted to actually just practice on me. So because no one would think that I would be into business because I was so quiet. I was just really shy. I don't talk. I looked like I'm about, just to like get angry at someone at one point. I guess I had a RBF, if you know what that means. Type 1 in the chat. Okay. And when she shared it to me, I loved it. I didn't sign up right away. I signed up the next day. And for you probably know Mentor Jericho. He's the one that presented it to me, and his vision actually just resonated with me. And that's how it started. Yeah, that's it. I didn't even say the whole thing. I got that.
Just make sure our listeners know what that means.
Yeah, I got that fixed when I started my USANA business. But basically, that's how I started my USANA business. It was just by complete, not even like, I wasn't even meant to be presented to. It was just a practice presentation. And that's how I started. And ever since, My upline was 4 months gold director. Ended up going to director in my second or third month, I believe. Along with her, so I just ran with her.
Who is your upline?
Her name is Thea Asombrado. She's actually in the Philippines right now. She used to be my neighbor. She's retired now in the Philippines at the age of 22 with her baby. So she's just enjoying her life there. Yeah.
That's amazing. Really cool. So she was new and Jericho sponsored her. And then Jericho, and she called you, said, "Can I practice?" And then she had Jericho there and he gave you the presentation.
Yeah. That's how it went down. Yeah.
And it was like a slideshow presentation, just like a Zoom slideshow presentation.
Oh yeah. And it was I remember it was in Starbucks. My upline had this old Sony laptop, like from like 2010 or something. I don't know.
So she met you at Starbucks. She met you at Starbucks with her laptop.
Yeah.
And then Jericho was in Calgary doing it.
He was in Wetaskiwin, and it was an online thing. Actually, it only became a real presentation because someone else was with me. There was 2 people that Jericho presented to. The other person didn't take the opportunity, and I did. And I know that person, and our life is completely like diverged.
Wow. Now, so, did you sign up? Did you sign up right on the spot, or did you need a day or two to think about it, or what happened?
I'm a very skeptic person. I like data, just like you. I love data. I'm a Sapphire as well from your training.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool.
No, actually, Emerald. I think Emerald.
Yes, Emerald. Yes.
Yeah, I'm an Emerald. So I needed data. So I went into research right after the presentation. So I didn't understand the presentation. I didn't understand the compensation plan, to be honest. I just know that I love the products because my mom is actually a cancer survivor. So for me, health is something that's very important. And when I did my research, Dr. Marwens did the research on the compensation plan, looked at the stock market, and looked at the history. I'm like, wow, this is actually a pretty impressive company. Seeing it's a multi-billion-dollar company. The stocks at that time were like $70 per share. I'm like, it's actually pretty big. The company I worked for were like $11 per share. I'm like, this is a pretty big company. And I was impressed. So I called or chatted Jericho. I'm like, can you explain the compensation plan to me again? He did. I didn't understand it again. And I was like, well, if it will make me rich, I'll just get to it. I'll just
right.
I'll just get started right away. It doesn't even matter. I'll just do it. But yeah, that's how I started.
Wow.
It's pretty.
That's funny. They didn't even think you would be the one. And so that's a big tip to everybody is practice. Reach out to people, say, can I practice the presentation on you? And maybe that person that you practice on could be an Andrew Santiago.
It could be.
Right.
Actually, I do a lot. Yeah, that's how I invite people most of the time. Practice presentations, and they end up liking it.
That's beautiful. Okay, so you started USANA, you researched USANA, you got back with Jericho, he explained the comp plan, you still didn't understand it, you signed up anyways. And then what happened? Like, what did you start doing to learn and grow your business?
So 2 days after I signed up, Mentor Jericho went to convention. So I didn't have an upline that could teach me anything, to be honest. So my upline was 2 weeks in the business. She didn't know how to present. She didn't know, well, basically she had not much knowledge, to be honest. We don't have any trainings, by the way. When we started here in Canada, there was no trainings from any uplines as much. It was like 1 month, like once a month training. And I didn't know the basics of the business. I wasn't onboarded or anything because obviously we have like amazing onboarding now. But when I started, he basically told me, I don't want your head to hurt. So let's just talk the next day. I'm like, okay. So I didn't know where to get started. But I wanted to become successful. So I didn't wait for anyone to tell me to watch this, watch that. He told me, just go into this group page. There's a bunch of training here. So I did. I started watching a bunch of trainings, started learning how to close early on. Actually, I started watching a lot of closing videos from Dan Locke, from Jordan Belfort. And on my second week in the business, I started presenting. Even though I was so shy, I knew it had to be done. If I wanted to grow my business as fast as I can, I needed to know how to present it. So I started by learning all the skills as fast as I can. I believe in my first week, I just went and learned the business, the products. I really took time to actually understand the science of USANA, and understand the skill and what it took to become successful in the business. So I delve into that. And then on my second week, I started sponsoring. Third week, started sponsoring, hit my PPS in my first month. And then from then, actually, I doubled my growth because to finish PPS, right, you need 1,600 points. And I ended up on my second month with 3,000 points SBP. So what I did was I asked my mom, I was like, can you introduce me to some of your friends? I didn't know these people. And I went with my iPad and went to their houses and presented to them one by one. Their houses. That this was what I think my first month in USANA. So I went to their houses, presented to them. They ended up buying a health pack, and I believe they bought it because they felt bad for me because I was shaking while I was presenting. So so for the people here, like even if you don't feel like it, the growth only comes from having that, you know, doing things that you feel like you can't do just yet. And you gotta do 2 steps ahead, right? You gotta do things 2 steps ahead that you don't feel comfortable with, or maybe you feel like you're not good enough yet. And I think that's the one big part in my growth in the business is that I kept doing things that wasn't comfortable for me, and that was presenting to people face to face, which I've never done before. I used to skip classes so I don't have to do presentations. So USANA, I do like all the time. I do it every day. And then from then, my upline went to gold in 4 months, like I said. So, you know, they just told me to run with the upline. I'm like, okay. I'm easy to talk to be honest. I went with Mentor Jericho to 10X, by the way. He told me 2 days before the flight. So I'm like, he's like, let's go to 10X. I'm like, when? On Wednesday. It was a Monday. And he was like, on a Wednesday. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Oh
so
my
I'm
gosh.
really easy to talk to be honest. So you tell me where do I make money, and I go where I need to go.
So guys, what 10X is he went to Grant Cardone's like big seminar in Florida from Canada during the pandemic, when you basically can't get back into the country. Right? Yeah. Like, how did that go down?
Oh man, it was stressful because our flight was canceled. Our flight to US was already canceled the first day because our test results for COVID didn't come in. It came in late, so we moved our flight, and then coming back, we had to fly to Texas into Seattle, drive from Seattle to Vancouver, and then fly from Vancouver to Alberta. It was a lot of pain. But, you know, I've learned a lot of lessons, you know, commit now and figure out the rest later, right? I didn't have to, my mom told me, like, how will you get back? Because obviously I was aware of the regulations. Like I still went, even though I knew it was going to be hard getting back. I'm like, whatever. I have to see this event. So I went.
Yeah.
Jericho spent a lot of money for crazy just to go to Miami and
how was it though? Like, what did you learn from being in that energy with Grant Cardone, and what did you learn from there for your mindset?
Right. And I think for me, what it did for my mindset is just, it stretched it a little bit more, because I've never been surrounded by millionaires. And when I went to 10X, so we got premium seats. So we got I think the $4,000 ticket one seat. So it was like the second row from the first one, which was the diamond. The diamond was like $10,000. So not quite there yet. So went for the half price one. So I was sitting with people who were making millions per year. I'm like, okay, so you know, Tony Robbins say that proximity is power. So to be surrounded by people that are like at the highest level, there was a billionaire in that room. So just being in the presence of a billionaire, it kind of puts you in a better perspective when it comes to wealth and can I do it? Because most of the time, most people they have doubts, they have limiting beliefs, and you know, they say that, you know, in order for you to believe it, you have to see it. So I saw a lot of millionaires, and I knew it was possible for me to be a multimillionaire as well in the future. And just, it stretched my psychological wallet, because I saw a lot of G-Wagons, McLarens, Lamborghinis, R8s, just all these crazy cars. And I can't believe these people are living the life, their life like this. And why can't I? So for me, it kind of made me want to push more and have this lifestyle, because why not? if people are enjoying it, why can't I as well, right? So I'm always amazed by Jeremy Stansfield as well, because I love seeing the boats and what he does daily. So it's really inspiring for me.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that, man. That power of proximity is huge, and that's right. When you can see it and you see other people living the lifestyle, that it creates just this something in your mind. Talk about psychological wallet. Can you explain that? What that means?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's this thing called scarcity mindset and abundance mindset. And what hurts most of the people is, for example, in prospecting, is scarcity mindset. There's limited prospects. I'm scared of getting rejected because there might not be more people that are interested. And in terms of financials, my parents, they're so frugal when it comes to a lot of things. And how attraction works is that what you put in, you get back. So when you say that you can't afford this, you can't buy that, it's too expensive, you end up programming your mind that you can't, right? You can't afford this Porsche, can't afford this R8 ever, right? So you end up kind of self-sabotaging yourself when it comes to having that scarcity mindset. So for me, we have this bad word in our group in Next Gen Moment team. We can't say things are expensive. Okay, we call people out on saying things are expensive because it's not. To be honest, it's not. The question is, how will you be able to afford it? It's not a matter of is it expensive or not. It's just how you can afford it. Because Robert Kiyosaki talks about, when of course a lot of people has probably experienced this. They probably went to the mall, shopped around, saw this beautiful piece of item or dress or bag or whatever it is, and you go look at the price tag and you go like, holy crap, I can't afford this. Right? And instead of saying you can't afford it, you have to ask yourself, how can you afford it? Right? So it allows your mind to create solutions as well, right? So for me, having that abundance mindset and attracting more and not less is very important, especially when you're doing USANA, right? Because some people getting rejected by their prospects, they get so bummed out, they get so frustrated. But having that abundance mindset and saying to yourself, there's more people, is a real power, right? Just knowing that there's more people out there that would be interested in your business, it allows you to kind of not be so frustrated when you get rejections and you fail in your business. But yeah, that for me is psychological wallet wise. You need to expand your mind and expand your vision, right? But yeah, Jared, and
sorry, man, I was like videoing everything you just said there. That was like really good. Yeah. So so I noticed being on your team call, and by the way, thanks for sharing about that mindset stuff, because it really is everything. And when y'all are starting your USANA business, many people on here have been in for years, some people are brand new as of yesterday, is that it really is, it comes down to mindset. This is 100% mindset. And there's different strategies, there's different invitations, there's different presentations. All of that is like it's like matters this much, and mindset matters like this much, and so there's always prospects out there that need to hear our message, that will sign up at the top level, that are going to do this, that are going to want this. They're going to be like so happy you reached out to them, and you have just got to keep your mind open to find them. And you are only in competition against yourself. That's the only competition. It's not really about other network marketing companies or anything like that. It's just all about that mindset. So thank you for sharing that. And I really applaud you for being so committed to your personal growth and going out there to see Grant Cardone. That's amazing. So yeah, man, very exciting. So let me ask you this. When I spoke on your team call yesterday, and like, it seemed like everyone speaks perfect English and Tagalog. So like, how does that, everyone understood me, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But you guys also speak, how do you say it? Tagalog?
Yeah, Tagalog. Yeah.
Tagalog. How did that happen? How is everyone bilingual? Like, I'm just curious.
We have to learn English in our home country. So we actually have an English class. And I remember actually I was like, I've been here for 11 years. So basically grew up here in Canada. Half of my life, because I'm 21 now. I remember in like grade 2 or grade 1, we had this English class where you couldn't speak Tagalog. You have to speak English, and there was like some kind of penalty when you say a Tagalog word. So yeah, they actually teach us. So we have English classes and all. And I know some countries don't, but we did. We took it very seriously, English classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like every Filipino I meet speaks perfect English, but then you guys all do your trainings in Tagalog. And so, but then you use English words, but then I come on and everyone understood me. So anyway, thank you for explaining that. That's really cool. So let's open it up to questions. We actually only have about 5 minutes left, 5 or 6 minutes left. But this has been an enlightening story. I really appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to be here with us today, Andrew. And so guys, there's a lot of people on the line. Who has a question? You can go ahead and type it in the chat and I'll ask it. I see a lot of people on here, so you guys can type in your questions, but I'll start with the question. So how long have you been in USANA total?
Actually I haven't counted the months, but I go 2 years in like August. So
August will be your second year. Okay.
Yeah.
So almost 2 years. And how quickly did you become a gold director?
Just 8 to 9 months.
8 to 9 months. Okay.
Slow.
Yeah, so you hit it pretty hard.
My upline. Yeah, I was trying to catch my upline. So
that's so cool. And what is like, now that you have your business going pretty well, I mean, obviously you're going to go to the next level and the next level and the next level, but what is your life like today because of your USANA business?
Today before, like I said, I work 2 jobs. I used to wake up at like 4 a.m. every day. And then 4 a.m., like 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. I work 10 hours, and then I would deliver pizzas from 5 p.m. to like 10 p.m. So obviously I don't do any of that. I'm full-time in the USANA business. I enjoy, the best part is that freedom, right? Like I mentioned, like the 10X thing. The mentor Jericho called me 2 days before, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate the small things that I could just say yes without thinking about my boss, thinking about the finance side. Like I'm like, okay, like you know how free you have to be to say okay to a trip to Miami 2 days before. I'm like, yes, let's go. And then Tony Robbins, we went for I think a whole week or like 10 days. We went to Tony Robbins, CPW, and then we went on a trip with our leaders like for like 10 days. And not worrying about your job, not worrying about your boss. I actually have a downline. He's right here. I think I saw him earlier. Right here. He no-showed for 5 days just to be in the UPW in his work. So
did he get fired or what happened?
No, he didn't. So I'm actually really surprised. He's actually really surprised he didn't get fired.
Oh, he did not get fired. He just straight no-showed for 5 days.
Yeah, he just straight no-show for 5 days just to be in the UPW. So that's he chatted. Unfortunately, he still that's his job. Okay. So this is the only time we can celebrate losing your job is in USANA.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Wow.
But yeah, that's the freedom that you can enjoy. Is that anytime you can just do a lot of things. Wake up anytime you want, but obviously you still have to wake up earlier. So going for diamond. But yeah, that's it. It's a subtle feeling. You probably felt it before, Jared, that you don't have to worry about your boss. Having to worry about that income. It's an amazing feeling. So that's what changed for me.
It is amazing, man. I mean, I've been with USANA for 15 years since I was 26, right? So like I don't know what it's like to have a boss. I don't know what it's like to work in a job. Like I was a music teacher before, so I was self-employed and I didn't have a boss then either. But like, I mean, ever since I've been in USANA, I'm spoiled. Like I'm unemployable because of what this lifestyle is like, and I'm so glad that you have gotten to experience that, because once you get a taste of it, and everybody who's watching right now, when you can get a taste of that type of lifestyle, you just want more and you just want to keep going. And guess what? The way you get more is by helping other people get it. Right. So like, that's kind of the beauty of it, is just always remember that it's not about you. It's about giving. It's about reaching out to people and opening. I mean, what if your sponsor never reached out to you? What if she said, no, I don't want to practice on Andrew? Right? Then where would you be? So thank goodness that someone reached out to you. So that's what I think about when I send someone a text message to invite them. It's like, I'm potentially changing their whole life, whether they say yes or no, but someone's going to say yes, and I'm going to work with them, so really, really cool. Thank you for sharing all that. So we have come to the top of the half hour, Andrew. Can you believe it?
Pretty fast, actually.
Hey, time flies when you're having fun, man. Do you want to play us a song on the guitar to end the? Do you have any Tagalog songs for us, bro?
I could, but I definitely wouldn't sing for you guys.
Oh, come on, bro. I've seen your stories, bro. I've seen your stories, man. I've seen you in Jericho, bro.
That's strictly for attraction marketing.
Jinx wants you to do it. Robin wants you to do it, man.
I'm actually really embarrassed to actually post that, but I need it to boost my
bro,
views.
comfort zone, bro. Man. Well, look, they're all talking now. Oh, they want you to do it. Are you sure, bro? Do you got a song?
I don't think I have I forgot all my chords for a second. I don't think my hand works.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey man, look, it's the guitars are in the background, so I mean it's like, it's right there for the taking when I see that guitar. But anyway. Oh, look, he hit the guitar. Oh my god, you cracked me up, dude. Well, Andrew, okay. All good, man. I just got to say, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to share your story. It's super inspiring. Everybody loved it. What is your last piece of advice for everyone watching?
For everyone here watching, I'm a why not person. Like, life for me, I look at the bigger pictures at all times, and you only have one shot at life. And why wouldn't you go all out? If you're going to do something, go 100% in it. The fact that you're in USANA, go 100% in it. It's more painful to do it slowly. It's more painful to, they say slow and steady doesn't win the race. Eric Corsa, it kills you. So do it faster. Like, give it your all. And believe me, USANA will give everything back to you 10 times. So just go for it. Life is really fun, to be honest, and I believe USANA can actually give you that life that you want, like health-wise, time, and financial-wise. So and I'm excited to see you guys all in the convention, right?
Heck yeah.
Can't wait to see you guys after this pandemic, and hopefully you can see me up on the stage talking in the USANA convention.
Bro. Heck yeah, that's what I expect, bro.
Yeah.
Awesome. Really,
Jared.
Yes, really, really great advice. Well, thank you again, Mentor Andrew. Appreciate you. And we're going to unmute the lines and everyone say thank you, Andrew, and have an awesome day.